So guys, I messed up. I didn't realize this camera will not stream to a open network type of device. I mean, like, as in like 5G or something like that. It has to go to Wi-Fi, which luckily for me, means that I can't connect, so I'm not wasting my money. And we have bad connection up here where I live. I was really hoping to test and see if I can get text, but honestly, that's kind of a pointless endeavor, because I will not be able to see all you guys. I will be live streaming during PAX East, which is going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to attend a couple of different booths, do some recordings, stuff like that. And I am planning to do a live stream. They do have an open network there. It's going to be clogged with a lot of people. So most likely when I stream, it will be just to YouTube, Kick, and YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And just for the simple fact that the software that I use called Restream will allow me to stream to those and also get the text, meaning that your comments, your comments, your discussions, and stuff like that. So, sorry, I'm winded because it's very hilly where I am at, and it's a lot of up and down. So that's what's kind of happening. Also, it's hard to talk when you're trying to walk up a steep hill. In fact, can I flip this? Hold on. Show you guys real quick. Just if my doggo doesn't rip the camera out of my hands. Still kind of learning the controls on here. There we are. See, steep hill. Might not be bad for most of you guys, but for me it is. Also, we got my pupper here. There he is. Such a good boy. Anyway. What was I saying? I was saying that we will be doing recordings during PAX East. We're actually got some things scheduled. I got a medium pass this year, so I'm going to be able to see some stuff. Try some games without having to worry to be pushed out or anything, and talk to some developers, right, when on their free times. So, looking forward to that. We're also going to be joining LANFest. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a fundraising organization that raises funds for charities, various charities. What I'm going to be doing it for, I'm going to try to raise money to the Wolf Conservation Center out of New York. I've been following them for quite a bit now, for a couple years, and I think they do a good job. So, if you can make a donation, that's very much appreciated. If not, the thought is, appreciated as well. Anyway, I gotta keep stopping every 5 seconds because my pupper, he likes to sniff everything. Anywho, what else is on the agenda? Yeah, I'll be live streaming at PAX East. Both a solo individual live stream like this, and also a regular live stream. Not sure about the day, but right now we have it registered as Thursday 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be for LANFest, and raising money for charity. I don't know if that's going to happen. I might end up actually rescheduling for now, just to kind of fill in the time and role. And yeah, I hope to actually get a good amount of recordings and stuff done to kind of show you guys. Maybe do like individual days, like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and then kind of like put like a giant video together. This will be for YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey. Sorry, I am out of breath because I am not the healthiest of person. Streamer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call me. So, and I'm walking up a steep hill with my doggo, Shadow, which he's right here. Good boy, Shadow. Now, some of you might be wanting an update about Shadow. So, his surgery went very, very well, right? His fur, however, hasn't grown in as of yet. You can actually see it right here. Good boy. And we actually talked to the vet on this. And they said, and I quote, he might never grow his fur back again. End quote. And if he does, it might grow back patchy. So that's the thing. Which is unfortunate, but you know, he is old. He is an older dog. He was born in 2010. So what year now? We are now 2024. So he's currently 13 years old, and he will be 14 this November. He's an old pupper. I don't think you guys want to watch him pee. Again, I was going to live stream this, letting you know the whole walk and see how the battery life does. But it's not working out well. I am actually breathing a little easier right now. Anywho, so what else is going on with him? Well, he still has a thyroid problem. We are giving him thyroid medicine. We're on 2 pills a day. The vet just told us we can do 1 pill a day, which is great news. Great news on that part, because then it's 1 less pill per day, just to try things out, make sure like nothing happens. He has been losing his hair on his rump area, his butt. Like, you can basically kind of like, this is not like, this is normal, but it was getting so bad that he was like losing huge clumps of fur, which is not very good. It looked like he had mange at one point with the amount of hair he lost. Who's the good boy? A good boy? Yes, you are. He had a couple masses, or he has a couple masses that we got checked out at the vet. One on his front leg and one on his back leg, which I can kind of show you guys if you can stop walking for a half a second and stop peeing for a half a second. Let's see if I can see here. Oop, he moved. Right. Oh God, Shadow. I know. Stop this. It is right there. Might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but luckily that's benign. No cars, buddy. So that's good on him. They also said it might be a cyst, so like an overgrown pimple. So gonna take a look at that. We might just leave them alone. They said we could get like surgery done to remove them, but again, it's benign. It's really absolutely nothing They said to give him antibiotics, which we are. We got antibiotics his past vet visit. So, good on the pupper. I don't know, really, that's about it. He's a good boy, though. He likes to sniff everything up on this street. Just everything. Oh boy. Oop. I'm just waiting for it. This is not a daily walk, like going up this huge hill. And let me just kind of go around for you. That's the hill. It doesn't look like much, but it is actually kind of steep going all the way down there. So it is a pretty huge hill, especially for someone that's in my shape. But we get as soon as we get around this corner, it's going to be downhill, which is good. Not the typical walk, but where I live is we live on the side of a mountain, so it's a lot of up and down, rolling hills, you know. You're a good boy, Shadow. Good boy. Yes, you are. Anyway, it's actually pretty cold out. That's why I actually have a thick jacket on. My mask and everything. Because it's actually pretty cold. Probably not as cold as it was during winter this year, but still cooler than it has been. Because it's actually been relatively warm here. So that's why I got like this whole thing on. I could take my hat off kind of easily. It like the fresh air actually feels very good on my head. But that's because that sweat getting blown by the wind. And that'll make me sick. And I don't want to be sick because I got PAX East. I'm going to keep mentioning that. You're going to hear PAX East several times. And I'm never going to stop. So, yes. Anyway, back to PAX East or the walk or whatever you want to talk about. So, PAX East, going to be going there again Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At least Sunday for a bit. Sunday morning. If you guys are going to be attending, I'll be wearing a Command Wolf Gaming t-shirt. It's a blue t-shirt with my Command Wolf Gaming logo on it. Has a giant QR code and such. So, if you guys see me, you know, you can approach me. I don't mind. I'm going to be carrying a little bit of goodies for my other channel, Wolf Woodworking and Laser Engraving. That's what it's called, Wolf Woodworking and Laser Engraving. Starting up a little business of hobby stuff that I do. I also have a shop on Etsy. Got a couple of wood bowls. Now I love making wood bowls. If you guys, I used to do a CWG crafting table where I used to do various crafts and hobby stuff. And stopped that for a while because I kind of ran out of space. But I wanted to put that back up and do that again because I'm actually having a fun time doing some laser engraving at home. And if you actually follow me on that channel, I actually started putting up shorts on what I've been doing or what I've been playing with. It's just a fun little thing to do. So I will, once the weather gets nicer, I will actually have to clean out my workshop and tear out the floor. And then as soon as I can get that done, I'm gonna start doing some recordings of bowl making. I have various types of things I could do and make wooden bowls. And I'll do other projects, like I got a little catapult that I never built. It's already pre-cut. Just gotta pop it out, glue it together and such. stain it. I actually got some model kits that I never actually built that I want to kind of touch upon. So, pardon me, guys. I gotta do a quick poo-poo stop for my doggo. So I'm gonna put you guys down, facing away from me. All right, there we go. Got the poo. Okay, no cars, buddy. Come on, let's cross the street. Good boy. So we're actually going downhill now. So, and I got his poo. Anywho, so that's pretty much life right now. I'm still studying for my CompTIA A+ exam. I'm actually going to download the test and everything to my iPad so I can continue studying it while I'm at PAX East, at night. I usually go through, it's a 90 question test. I usually go through 22 questions every day. Well, except for Wednesday, because I'm usually streaming to you guys. So, yeah, so trying to do that. Walking the dog. PAX East. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to talk about on vlogs. That's why I really don't do vlogs a lot. I just don't know what to talk about. I could talk about my daily life, but it's just like, there's not much going on in my daily life other than just, doing my daily activities. And even then, it's just like, this past week, or 2 weeks, I've been going nuts. Seriously, you have to be a dog. Yep. These past 2 weeks, I've been actually prepping for PAX East, so I haven't really had anything else going on other than like kind of rushing to get my laser engraving channel done, which I still have some video footage left over from that, but haven't really gone down to getting the rest of that up because it's really just not much. Come on, Shadow. Good boy. Not much so far, I will still continue doing projects. I actually made some patches for PAX East that for right now 2 different games. One was for Sonic and another one was for Halo. So I have Sonic and Master Chief from Halo, but I only have a couple patches from that because I don't have much else. Pretty much when I'm there, I'm not going to just advertise my channel. I'm actually going to advertise my Etsy store as well. So it's just trying to make ends meet, with today's economy and everything. You can't afford anything. So figured put my hobby skills to work, trying to make some money, which I know can get expensive. So luckily I have a lot of the stuff that I need right now. I was hoping for a new set of patches to come in. I ordered a whole bunch of patches so I can make some more stuff for PAX East, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Luckily I have a business card. This is not sponsored. I got a business card by Dot, which is, I think that's the company name, Dot, DOT.com. And they make professional business cards for like networking and stuff. Cars, no cars. And the one that I got actually has a RFID tag in there, as well as a QR code. I think all their stuff actually has an RFID tag. So I can take it and I can put it up against somebody's cell phone and it should bring it to my networking profile. Or you can use the QR code and it does the same thing. Either or, kind of works. I did find that if there's a case in between, it doesn't work well. Like, I tried it with my own cell phone, didn't work. Tried it with my father's cell phone, didn't work. We have a case. I have a case and he has a case. So I'm assuming if a cell phone doesn't have a case, that's what will happen. It'll work nicely. It actually is actually pretty nice. Nice looking card. I actually had another one. I don't know what happened to it. So, but yeah, I'm going to be using that. That's going to be what I'm calling the networking card, because I'm going to try to use that with other content creators or developers, trying to get the channel really working and going on that. Just try to do collabs, maybe try to get exclusive first looks at some video game stuff, just stuff like that. I'll have like regular business cards for everybody else that just wants to watch the channel. I actually got a huge stack of it that I ordered, I think 3 or 4 years ago. It's before COVID now, so I have those kind of left over. Eventually, when I get rid of those, I'll just use what I have. I'll use my regular dot card for that, because it has all my channels: Rumble, Odyssey, Kick, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and so on and so forth, So that's the plan with that. So right now, it says I have 21 minutes recorded. So I'm also doing like a battery test here. I do have a stick that I'm carrying on, seeing how long the battery actually lasts. Then I'm gonna export this and upload it. So I might get a 40-minute video. I know sometimes when I record for my other channel, my woodworking and laser engraving, I know some of the laser engraving takes a good portion of time, but I usually have on a battery. I do actually have this one on a battery as well. It's on a stick, and that stick actually has an internal battery inside it, which I have connected. So I'm just kind of being overly cautious here. So trying to do what I'm going to be doing PAX. Again, a lot of this is trial and error. Are you kidding me, Shadow? So I do have, I used to use the GoPro, and I noticed that thing overheated way too often. I had the Hero 8. Originally I had the Hero 7, worked great, I loved it. Then I bought the Hero 8, exchanged my 7 in, and it just went downhill from there. Like, it overheated way too quickly. So I'm like, you know what, let me try something else. So I bought the DJI Pocket 2, and that actually worked great. I liked how it worked. Originally bought the Pocket 3, noticed some issues, but that was probably something on my end. I do blame myself for that. So we ended up picking up the Pocket 2 for actually cheaper with their creator setup, and it's working great so far. So far so good. I do like it. I did buy several other accessories for it, like for instance the handle that I'm using and such. So, and it's made by DJI. I got mine off Amazon, so which was like $300. The new Pocket 3 is like $700, so you're looking for double the price. It is better technology. I do like how they have it set up, but I do like the manual setup of the Pocket 2, because they have connectors. They have a bunch of connectors that you can use with it, and you can connect it to your cell phone. So you can use it directly to record or live stream or something like that. Same thing with Pocket 3. You can use it to live stream, and actually you can use it like a webcam too, which I don't know who would, right? I guess if you're a vlogger, right? Shadow, what are you doing, bud? What are you doing? This is what I gotta deal with. Pupper! Come on, puppy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. He really doesn't know I exist except for, the leash. But, yeah, with the Pocket 3, I noticed that you couldn't really connect it to your cell phone with physical connection. You had to rely on a digital one. So it was just like, it's worth it, you know. And again, I had like a digital connection issue, so, and it was just like, I'll return it and see how the Pocket 2 works. And I was actually full on to like return that as well. It's like, I opened it up very carefully, pulled it out, connected to charge, all this stuff. And it was just like, okay, let me kind of let it sit here, charge overnight, make sure it connects to my cell phone, and we should be good. Which it does. Connects to my cell phone pretty well. It both digitally and also physically. Again, I like the physical aspect of it more so than the digital aspect of it. I found out that if I have my VPN turned on, it doesn't like that. So had to disable that, which that's something I want to be kind of careful of. Like, I'm always in the public domain. Well, not really public domain. Like when I go to work and such. At work we have multiple Wi-Fi networks, and I usually go onto the companies, but I usually every once in a while go on the office, the facilities Wi-Fi, which is for like customers and stuff. That is if I'm having issues with our own Wi-Fi. Hey buddy, what's going on, my bud? But that hasn't been the issue as of recently. Hold on, I'm gonna see something here. So, and I usually put my VPN on to try to prevent anybody from getting into my cell phone. Not like there's any important information on my cell phone anyway. Like, I try to keep little to no access to like passwords or anything like really stupendously on my cell phone. Even like my credit cards and stuff, I don't do that. I used to, but it was just way too easy for me to just have a credit card, you know, way too easy for that credit card to be found out. You guys gotta realize that I'm not like a network expert. I'm not a security expert or anything like that. But I know for at least basic security, don't ever put your credit card onto your cell phone, because it could just easily be used without you knowing. Like if you connect to a public network, right? Make sure you turn off your the Wi-Fi access. Don't connect to it unless you're really going to be using the network for something. Make sure you have a VPN. Most cellular devices and tablets have a VPN built in. If not, I actually use NordVPN, and I actually find it very nice. I like it. You know, I access it on my cell phone, my tablet. I can use it on my home computer. Not like I use it much on my home computer because I have a good, firewall already. But yeah, that's that, you know. So be very careful. I always, if I have to go shopping or something, I bring my credit card in a wallet that has RFID blocking technology. I use a Ridge wallet. I don't know how we got into this topic, but yeah, I use a Ridge wallet. I put all my credit cards in there, not just some of them. All my credit cards go in there. I don't have a single credit card that's outside that wallet because, again, RFID blocking technology. It's good for you to actually have something to block, the RFID, so nobody can go up to you in a crowd and scan your credit card, steal your data. Which actually kind of brings us to another point. I keep finding these videos online of this guy going up to credit card scanners and really just pulling up, and it's a credit card skimmer. So be careful about using your credit cards as well. You know, always check the credit card machine to make sure there's not a skimmer attached. Usually those are, I think, more popular in like, not like grocery stores. It's hard to get away with it in grocery stores. Okay, so my handle battery lasted about 30 minutes. Now we're on the Pocket 2 battery, and we still have a lot of memory space still. Remarkable. It's more like gas stations, convenience stores, stuff like that, right? Places like that you're gonna have to be more wary of, like Wawa's, 7-Elevens. You know, if you ever use a credit card, just when you go up to the machine, just try to yank at the top. If it looks like it can separate, most likely there's a skimmer attached to it. Don't know how readily often that is, but it could be easily done. That is included in, if Shadow, what are you doing? That is included in, but let's keep going. Oh, he wants to cross the street. That is included in, foreign countries. That's like a big thing, especially at ATMs, right? Look for anything that looks like it's pointing at the pin pad, right? Because it might have an integrated camera in there. And also look at the card scanner itself. Unless it's, I would say at the, maybe not at a bank, like external ATMs, right? Like out at a shopping center, or outside the bank, or like in places that you would not really think about it, like in Walmart, right? If they have an ATM machine there, even like bars and stuff, if they have an ATM machine there, just double check the ATM, make sure the scanner for your debit card, make sure that there isn't a fake installed over it, because you don't know who has fucked with that, and then all of a sudden all your money's gone. So let's actually flip this back to my doggo. This guy, he just goes. He knows the path. I don't even have to direct him. I can probably drop the leash and he wouldn't even notice the difference. Shadow Hudo, good boy. Yeah, no acknowledgement whatsoever. Hey. Hey. Shadow. Okay, now he acknowledged me. Making sure that you knew me. Come. Sorry guys, this is a long ass vlog. Again, I was gonna do the live stream for this. I said this in the beginning, but apparently I needed a Wi-Fi network to connect to. I tried to connect it to my cell phone hotspot, but thank God I couldn't connect it to my cell phone hotspot, because it would just chew up all my data. And I don't want that before a convention, especially since my sister will be at her dance thing the day after, and she doesn't know how to she doesn't understand to connect to the local network. She just allows it to be on the network. She uses a lot of data. We used to complain about it all the time, because we're on a family plan. Me, my sister, my mother, and mother. And what happens is that the data gets divided among us three, right? So when we would go on vacation, me and my mother, we would connect to the local Wi-Fi if it was available, and or I at least would connect to the local Wi-Fi and I'll tell her to stay off, because I have security stuff on my cell. No, Shadow, don't cross there. Bad, Shadow. But she would just continuously use data, regardless of what she was doing. Watching videos, listening to songs, whatever, right? And then all of a sudden we wouldn't have any data left over, and it would be because of my sister, because I would be on Wi-Fi, my mother would be on Wi-Fi, And yeah, I gotta say, this property absolutely sucks. Right here, I got a bunch of branches and stuff on the ground. I actually tripped over a couple stuff on the path over there. So, not yet, Shadow. Let's get to the corner, bud. Woo! Okay. Wait. Cars. No cars. Yay! Alright. We're almost home, bud. Almost home. This guy, he can probably go another like 30 minutes. Should be fine. Wait. Cars. Sounds like a car. Car this way. Okay. Cars. No cars. All right. He's checking out the tree and bush. Yeah. So, got a question for you all. How do you like this vlog? I don't know how often I would be able to do this. If you guys really liked it, you know, maybe I can do it every time I go walk my pupper. You know, maybe if I'm going about town or something like that, I can do something. But I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really want to do a face reveal. That's a thing too. I feel like if you're gonna vlog, you got to do a face reveal. Like, luckily for me, it's still winter, right? So I can kind of wear this mask. And I can probably do that in PAX East too. I'm going to be wearing a mask. I don't know if I'm going to wear a mask at PAX East, honestly, because it's not required, right, to wear it. I actually looked it up. They don't have, their mask policy is basically saying, hey, look, it's not required, but we kind of do recommend it. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with wearing a mask. I actually got a very fun mask that basically has a D&D thing on there. It says mask of disease protection or something like that, right? And it shows like equipment, what the material is, and all of this other stuff. I actually had two. The first one that I had actually got destroyed, and I had to get rid of it. Because I threw it in the wash after one day. After, like, you know, with COVID was a while, you know. But I had to throw it in the wash. But I didn't realize, or I didn't really think about it, that the rubber bands on there, the bands, actually kind of warped and melted. So I ended up throwing it out and buying a new one. So they're kind of similar, but not really, not exactly. So, whoop, sorry. Anywho, I might take one just in case. I know usually when I go to the convention, I don't. But maybe I'll do. Come on, Shadow. That's somebody's car just going off. Good boy. My pupper gets distracted by the littlest things. Come on. We're almost home. But, anywho. So that's the thing. Again, not sure. Maybe I will, maybe I don't. Yeah, me personally, I don't care about wearing masks. Like if I'm going to go to the store, I'm not going to wear one. Well, I do say it's considerate if you're not feeling well, right, to wear a mask. So let's say you have a slight cough, right? Wear a mask, especially if you're going to go to PAX East, because you're in a crowd of hundreds of thousands of people from not only local, but all over the country and all over the world. We do actually see people from all over the world as well. Like I've seen a couple people from Poland and Germany, China, Japan. A lot of people come and see this convention. How's it going? So, and it's out of courtesy to wear a mask. If you're not feeling well, you're not feeling hot that day. I remember the last time I went to PAX East, I really wasn't feeling well the one day. I ended up just wearing a mask the whole day. Luckily, it was, it didn't feel like too much. Like, honestly, it was just like kind of like the day, Saturday, where I wore my mask. I wore it all day. Come on, we're almost home. And then, luckily for me, I think it was just because, honestly, PAX East food is not that great. So I think it was just the food or the water, or maybe I was overheated or something. And then when I went back on Sunday, which I went back with my buddy Rambo and his wife, Mrs. Rambo, to go see Cult of the Lamb. She loves Cult of the Lamb, so she ended up seeing that, and we kind of hung out in the convention center, but then I had to leave. So again, didn't feel well that one day, but otherwise, like, I got home and I was perfectly fine. But out of consideration for everyone else, I did wear a mask to make sure that if I did have something, I didn't spread it about. So, all right, where's my key? Uh-oh. Oh, no, I got it. All right. Well, guys, this is the end of the vlog. Everyone say goodbye to my pupper, Shadow. Shadow? Who's a good boy? Shadow, good boy? Yeah, he wants to go in. All right, let me grab this. There you go. All right. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, or this test stream that turned into a vlog. And let me know if you guys really like this. Maybe kind of show you a little bit more of my life on this channel. Again, don't do anything extreme. I don't do anything extreme, but maybe just kind of walk and talk and record, especially on these walks. So, anyway, guys, have a nice day. Bye-bye.